Ooh, Lady and the Frogs. So, it feels really weird saying Lady and the Frogs because I think I might have lost my Instagram handle of Lady and the Frogs. I don't think I'll be able to get it back. So I've started the morning badly anyway, because in light of the fact that we've got Pigeon gate going on the balcony, we had the window open wide last night, as you do, because it's boiling. So obviously we've got that window open. We've been having that more or less closed. My husband's had it open and he's been out there. He's braver than me. I just don't want to go out there. And then it seems that because this other fucking pigeon has decided that this is a desirable place to nest, this morning at 5 a.m, a pigeon tried to fly into the window because it was open to check out whether our bedroom would be a good place to start a nest. Can you believe it? So I'm really, I like want to get the council involved. I just need to work out a way of getting rid of these guys because this is driving me up the wall. I know that we've got a bird feeder up, but it is just for the small birds. But downstairs they've got stuff for the main birds. I'm just being driven nuts. And then I sort of like, my husband went to work because he was like pissed off because of the way that I immediately knew, I heard this flapping and I was on that side and I just went, fucking hell. And I pushed this pigeon out of the window sill. I remember I reacted like that bit in Sliding Doors. I think my life's like Sliding Doors at the moment. I'm really starting to wonder whether I'm the girl that dies ultimately at the end or the other one. I mean, which Gwyneth Paltrow am I? Anyway, yeah, so I then went to look on my Instagram account and I couldn't gain access to it said log in, and I put my password in, what I thought was my password, and it wouldn't let me in. And then I put some other passwords in and, you know, pretty much realised that, yeah, that wasn't my thing. So then I said, clicked on the forgotten password, and somebody's hacked my Instagram account basically, because my phone number, it doesn't recognise my phone number and it doesn't recognise the email account, which I've definitely used, and it's no longer linked to my Facebook account. So somebody's definitely hacked it and removed my, you know, removed my phone number, removed my email address, and removed my Facebook account from the Lady and the Frogs account. So there's no way I can get it back in, because the only way you can try and get it back is by having an email sent to you, and the email address that is showing me is not any one of the email addresses that I have, and I've got numerous email addresses. So somebody's definitely hacked it, and Instagram are absolutely useless because they ask you to confirm your email address and your phone number, and then when they can't find a record of it, they won't do anything. And then it just keeps, you keep saying, well, no, I've been hacked, and then it just sends you back to the beginning page. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get that account back at all. And I'm really annoyed because it's like a lot of history on there linked to this YouTube. And obviously, and I sent somebody a message last night and they gave me their postal address. So I feel like a real knobhead for that, and I tried to find them on Facebook and I can't find them. Oh, so everything's just feels like garbage. And I'm at work earlier today. I'm doing an evening, doing a shift this afternoon, and I've got to be ready in an hour. I wanted to do some listing this morning, but I literally spent like 45 minutes pissing around with Instagram. I have then spent some time chasing pigeons off the balcony, because alongside Dickhead and fucking their son, there's some more that I think it's like, it's just becoming a pigeon loft here. We've just, because we just, I don't know. I need to get rid of the pigeon because it's encouraged, it's just become like, it's just opened the door. So I'm going to go and clean, which is why I'm wearing this raggedy t-shirt, because it's got This has got like holes in the armpits and the rest of it. It is a charity shop find, but it's a raggedy t-shirt because I'm going to go out there. I'm going to tie my hair up. I'm hot anyway. So I've got all of that is photographed. That was stuff which I wanted to photograph. So this morning I at least wanted to either photograph the rest of that or do some listing. None of which is going to happen now because of this game of life. I don't know. Everything started going wrong at some point. I don't know. I just don't know what's... I just give up. Anyway. I worked overtime yesterday as well. And I mean, that was hot. And it's really hot in the shops. So if you're doing an afternoon, there are 2 members of staff down. So yesterday I did like a full shift, which I don't normally do because I only work part-time. So I did like a full day of it yesterday. Which also involved, she won't believe because you'll probably think that they have like cleaning people, but everybody mucks in and we go in early on a Sunday before it opens to the public, which I've never been involved in it before, but because there's staff down I was involved in it. So we had to hoover and mop the entire shop. So obviously I only did one side and then somebody else did another side and we sort of like met more or less in the middle. But wow, I was a pouring sweaty mess after that. So now you know those cancer research superstores, some of them are mopped by the staff, and all I wanted to do was just get changed. Whenever I clean my own house, even in the depths of winter, I normally have a shower after, or I do it first thing and then shower, you know, because I just think, well, I'm going to get sweaty anyway. So maybe it's true, maybe I will lose weight going on this thing. I can't believe I'm taking so much of this in good stride. I can't believe I'm taking the fact that I'm going to lose my Instagram account in good stride. I mean, I might make myself another account, but I won't be able to take the username Lady in the Frogs because somebody else has got it. How irritating. Anyway, things I've sold. I have sold barely anything. I've put a coupon on my account. Everything is just a bad omen at the moment. So, this was something that was on auction. I've just accepted an offer of £10. The starting bid was £10 anyway. So, I just thought, I'll blow it. So, it is a Snoopy night dress. It is new with tags. But unfortunately, because it's new with tags, it does say that it was originally £15. So, not going to get very much for that anyway, so that's that gone. These are actually a pair of leggings that was donated from a relative. I've had these on a higher starting bid than they were. I just put them on a 99p auction and that's what they went for. But I mean, I've literally did a donation bag which I took in yesterday because I was in early, and you know, is what it is. One of my Lego packs is sold. They're already sealed. Thankfully, that was the one from the top. And yeah, this Lego guy, which this has gone for £11.99. That went for £8.99, I think. I think this is sold on my 20% coupon. I've put a 20% coupon on, which is running the entirety of the summer because I'm that hacked off with eBay. Yeah, so this is just a Fabuland pig figure. I think this is hilarious. It's called Tommy Tinker. I just think it's so funny. I don't know why. I think I probably priced that high because I thought it was hilarious. Unnecessary. No, it's not called Tommy Tinker. It must be like, it's called Hugo Hogg the Tinker. I must be like trying to make out something from Peaky Blinders. And then I've sold some stuff from cereal packets, which I know sounds really random. Actually, I've got 2 of them here. So I just need to cut these up. So the cereal. So I generally have red berries, Kellogg's red berries, Special K, and it does do me good because it's like I've just eaten my Special K, and then I have a little sprinkling of this on it just to add a little bit of chocolate taste to it. So it's sort of like a mix of them, and you know, and I like the granola chunks as well that they have in these. And generally, because I'm working like at an odd time, so I won't have time to have lunch. So I won't be back here until like 6:30, 7 tonight. So I won't be eating lunch, but this will last me all day. So I do get through a fair few of these. Maybe I will I'll probably have another bowl of this before I go, because I can't be asked to have any, I can't be asked to make a sandwich or fiddle ass around. I don't want anything too heavy. I just don't like anything too heavy in the middle of the day. You'd think I'd be thin as a rake, but no. I think what people will say is it's the sugars in these things. Anyway, this is irrelevant, because what I've sold on eBay is these. So I have 2 of them. I've sold, I think it's like £5.95 something, or £5 something with free post. So it is just free tickets to like Alton Towers and all the Merlin attractions. So, but I mean, it's free, isn't it? So I just send 2 of those. I'll stick them in the post, because sometimes they need them to get into the things, but they have codes on the back which are inside here, which I've got to cut out, and I will email them before I send them. I hope that one day somebody doesn't rip me off like that. I've just noticed that I've been ripped off on something while I was away at the funeral. Somebody opened an item not received case, which I didn't respond to until the Monday. They opened it on like the Friday, probably when the funeral was on. And I didn't respond to it until the Monday. And then on the Monday, I just thought, you know what, I just can't be arsed with this. So I just sent them a refund, because it was just a Lego set. And then, of course, I've just looked at it and it says it's delivered. I mean, what do you do about that? There's not really much that you can do about that. Dishonest people, the only thing I can do is just block this person. And it's weird, because they're always from Hull or West Yorkshire. Whenever I have hassle with people, I always find that they're from Yorkshire or Hull. The East Riding of Yorkshire. No, it was called Humberside. I used to live near here. I'm allowed to be disrespectful, because I lived so damn close to that in Lincolnshire. We were very North Lincolnshire that I grew up. Anyway, so I'm pissed off. I've got some freaking netting, which I'm going to put on the other side. Which is why I'm not going to get any listing done today. I'm just so peeved about it. This is my problem, is that things just keep getting in my way. So I've got hexagonal wire netting to try and stop them from buggering around at the other side. It's actually quite wide. I've just undone it, and it's wider than normal stuff. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do this, but having had a pigeon fly in the window at 5 in the morning now, I'm just like, no way. I bought this on the off chance that we'd have to do this, but I was hoping that instead of like trying to keep birds out, I was just going to use it to keep my tomatoes upright, but that's not happening. I can see that there's another pile of twigs starting, so I'm going to just brush that away before that becomes a problem, because I'm not going through this. There's a load of red tape in regards to like getting pigeons moved on legally, so it's just like I've just got to prevent them. When I've looked into it, it says that the best method to get rid of pigeons is falconry. Just what the fuck? This isn't helping me. I'm not going to start falconry up just to get rid of a pigeon. Well, it's a pigeon community now. My issue is, it's okay for them downstairs because they're not getting the problem. We're getting the problem because we've got the veranda bit at the top, so they're perching on the top bit. And I think there's possibly some that have started their nests in the girders, and I can't see it because there's altogether just too much mess going on. There's something that I'm not seeing, because there just seems like the pigeon population is just more than this one nest that I'm aware of. That's going to fly this week anyway. It's just not going to, he's going to go. And you see, I've got this other issue as well, and I know people just think that I'm interested and that I want them to stay. I don't, because it's got on my chest, and now I've got bad asthma again, and obviously we've got flies, and I'm just so hacked off with it. So I've got so much to be hacked off with. I must have done something wrong, because life just doesn't seem to be going very well at the moment. Anyway, I'm going to get the post done, and then I'm going to clean and put that netting up on the other side. I feel like netting in the other thing, but then it probably won't fly at all then, will I? Hello, right, so we'll have to turn this off because it'll be ridiculously noisy. Probably don't actually need the fan on. I'm just being, because I've got a fan that's ginormous, decide to use it. So it's Tuesday now, I think. I don't know. You know when you're not used to working weekends, and you used to just work Monday 9 to 5, and like the weekends were your weekends. Yeah, so we are on the 13th of June. So sales are picking up. Everything is sort of like dropping live again. I don't believe it. There was like a little break in pigeon noise, and now there's another pigeon back. Oh, didn't get woken up this morning by one flying in the window, but they're still attempting it. They still keep landing on the roof, looking at the bedroom window. Annoying. So I've got 3 things that have sold. I do have a coupon that's running, so I think that's helping. These are sold on offers that I've sent out, because I'm sending very heavily discounted offers out, because I realise a lot of it is like stale and stuff, which I probably would donate. It's just not worth having kicking around like this, for example. And yeah, my intention for today is to just list. I probably will take photos of those things. I know the point when I stopped taking photos was when I got to that mint velvet top with all the beads that keep falling off it, because that's just, I'm filled with regret for not realising that none of those sequins were adhered. And you see, that's my policy, is I'm not supposed to pick up beaded and sequin stuff, because it's always like that. But anyway, I've got stuff scheduled today and I think tomorrow, but I don't think that it's at any good level. I think it's only like 10 things going live and recurrent auctions, so I do need to put some stuff on. I have that stuff which is photograph ready, so I'm going to do that. Because I've been like working from, you know, if I have like an afternoon shift, I'm doing my photos in the morning, and actually I've realised that some of the photos, like there's this linen top here which looks really nice, but because I've done the photos for it in the morning, I'm not happy with the photos, so I'm going to redo that. But when it gets to the midday sun, because the midday sun, although I get shadows on some bits, I'm doing okay there, but it just looks a bit dark. It looks like there's something just not quite right about it. So I may well just do the listing first, and then, although it's going to be absolutely baking, probably do the photos this afternoon, because they're just a bit washed out, some of the morning photos, and you'd think that it would be the opposite, wouldn't you? Anyway, the 3 things that I'm taking now to the post office are this jigsaw. So this really owes me nothing. I've got a few of these vintage children's jigsaws, which are listed, which I was tempted to donate. They're like from the 50s and 60s. I mean, that's very much 50s and 60s, and it does have like these things as well, which is one with it. So for some reason I had it up for $7.99. I sent an offer out of $4.99 and they took it. So somebody was watching it, obviously. The jigsaws that I've got, one's another similar one to that with rabbits on, and then the other one is actually Popeye. But Popeye's probably been cancelled. She's probably said something racist or something, you know, or you know, his wife beater or something. He's probably got that reputation, so it's not going to sell. So those are sort of like earmarked for me to do my next donation thing. So obviously I had all this stuff that had been donated from relatives, which I probably am going to have to do next because it's in the freaking way. It's the next box which is there and it's overflowing, so we'll have to tackle that one next, rather than my bought in stuff, which I would really like to focus on, but never mind. It is what it is. So I've already gone through that and I've already taken in a big donation bag. So a lot of this sort of stuff is earmarked for donation. So this came in a job lot of other stuff which I had, which I've already made, you know, a really decent profit on. Like I bought a big job lot of stuff from eBay and I've made at least 100 on it. So these are just sort of like the stragglers. So this is an And Other Stories blouse. I was hoping to get more of the 20 mark, but I sent an offer of $15.99 and that's what they've taken. So that's going. And then there's this which is sold on my 20% coupons. It's like $15.99 that I've ended up getting for it. And I'm pretty sure that I bought this from Next. But there seems to be some detail missing from my spreadsheet, or either I've used this record for something else, which I think I have done. Yeah, I think I've just listed the wrong thing. So this will be pointless because I know that I've probably paid at least £10 or £11 for this at Next when they did their sale, and I've had it for 3 years because it was when they opened up in the summer of 2020. So yeah, although it's new with tags and it is linen, it's seen 3 summers without any buys, even though it's been on for $19.99. And weirdly, whenever I looked at the listing of that, it had this little like badge that eBay had put on it saying great price. So even though it had one of these like promotional badges on there from eBay, it did absolutely nothing. So thanks eBay for your kind assistance. I'm just looking at this microphone which is constantly falling over. The disaster zone that is the glue household. Right, so yeah, that's me. So I'm going to put these in the post, get out before it gets hot, probably do some listing when I get back here, and then do my photos later on. I have wasted some time again this morning trying to get my Instagram, try and work out what the hell's happened to it. Still no help. Yeah, I'm definitely lost the account. There's no way of retrieving it. What I don't understand, because I've been on sort of some of my other accounts, and 2-step verification is definitely on there because I've had to use my other devices, you know, to log in, and other like accounts to log in. So I don't understand what is wrong with this new meta rubbish, because 2-step verification is definitely enabled as I've found out looking into it. So I don't understand why I didn't get any prompt. I mean, obviously I was asleep. But they've managed to override the 2-step verification thing somehow. So it's good to know that that is completely useless. Isn't it, guys? Guys. Oh, I think this might actually go large letter. You would hope. Yeah. I didn't think I would be able to large letter things. Yeah, and I've also wasted some time, like, putting overtime requests in and trying to work out what the hell was going on. I seem to have, like, Cancer Research seems to have set me up with like 2 usernames. One where my name is spelt Linda with an I, and one where I'm spelt Linda with a Y, and I've just spend more time like confused with that. So yeah, it took me ages to find out how to put my overtime in, because I'm sure it's like my responsibility to do it, and I was like, I had another task on there which I knew that I needed to do, so I've been faffing around with that. So it's the things like that that I don't miss. I never missed that, you know, having had 3 years being self-employed, where the only bollocks that I had to put up with was my own bollocks. That's why I feel a bit hard done by sometimes. It's so ridiculous, because it's like, it's not, it's so simple, but it's like when you go on these databases that they have set up to like manage their staff, it's never as simple as it should be. Anyway, right, going to the post office, going to crack on with this, see how many things I can get listed. Oh, so Thursday morning now, no work today. The only thing I'm going to do is work through this. There's a flipping pigeon on my balcony. I've got to go and hurt it. Okay, mission complete. When I say hurt it, it's water pistols, I promise you. So I've got a bucket out there with my water pistol in. I've got a water pistol. I've got 2 water pistols actually, with quite some range on it, because I just figured that's probably the most humane way of trying to scare them off, because it keeps looking for areas to nest. It keeps starting nest areas. I have to keep like sweeping the stuff away, and then, you know, like cleaning stuff on there to try and like citronella to try and like scare, you know, put it off. But it's a mission, and it's annoying. But anyway, I haven't got any milk this morning, because for some reason yesterday I managed to buy some water pistols, but completely forgot about the milk that was on the list and other like important things. Suddenly having a water pistol array became more important. Anyway, it's just gone 9, and I do need to get out, because I was like hoping to like leave at 8:30. So I have got this top which is going out. So this is one of these Kim & Co ones, which I'm very reluctant about, but there was a lot of Kim & Co stuff, and now I took these because they were XL. So I got a few of these. Now this one I only listed yesterday, so update on the stuff which I was listing. I only listed 10 things. This was one of the things which I listed, and it had 4 watches. So I did send an offer out of $17.99. It was only on for $19.99. So I sent that out, and somebody accepted it. So that's that. And then the only other thing that I've got is this pair of shorts, which have gone on auctions. They're Top Man. This is stuff which has been around since last year, so it hasn't sold. So it's gone on a $4.99 auction. The bids ended at $5.50. I don't recommend auctions, but it is so dry on eBay, as a lot of people have said. I don't know what they've done. I don't know why they would mess with something that was working. You know, it's like having people look like fucking over decorate. They've got a like beautiful living room, but they have to like decorate every year for no reason other than they can, and they're rich and stupid. But it's not for me. Some bits on the carpet again. Right, so my mission today is to list this. There's got to be at least 20 things there, if not more. I don't really know. I want to get through that because it's summary dresses, and I don't want to start taking a photograph of other stuff and then it goes on top, and then the summary stuff isn't listed while it's summer, and then everything, sorry about that, and then everything is just like going live after the weather has ended. So it's crap. It's crap, and I've just got to crack on. eBay is crap, just got to crack on. I have work. I think I'm working the entire weekend, but I haven't looked at the roster properly. Definitely working tomorrow, definitely working Saturday. So this is my only opportunity. I'm working earlier on the Friday, so I'm not going to get as much chance to list in the morning. And sometimes you just need to take the sleep when you can get it. Not that I'm sleeping very well in the morning anyway, but see, my husband went and I did get up when he went. And then I sort of like dozed for another hour, and I should have just got up, but yeah, that is what it is. Oh, and this is ironic things that I got from the charity shop last week. It has been washed. And please do the instruction. Anyway, right, let's go to the post office and start listing. So it is still the same day. I know I'm in a different outfit, but I came back from the post office and got in the shower because it's that gross. So I've listed most of my stuff, so this is all I've got left. I have got 4 dresses there, which I will put on this evening when my husband puts his Xbox on to play, because there's no reason why I can't do 4 dresses there. I've already got a draft made of that one. The only one that's a bit fussy is that parachute dress, because it's a wrap dress, it's parachute. Whenever you lay it down, it's just a bit of a mess. And if I don't do it, I will easily just leave that because it's the very bottom dress. So I'm going to do it. There's a few things that I've like not felt like doing. I had 2 two-piece sets, because obviously I had a cami pyjama set with like a strappy top and shorts. I didn't really feel like doing that because I find it a bit of a faff doing pyjamas. I don't know why, it's the same thing. And then I had a linen jacket from East with a vest, which I also felt was a faff. So I made myself do them because it's linen, but it's black, you know, and you know, there's funerals all the time. People will need a black linen jacket to go to a funeral in, or, you know, even a goth wedding, I suppose, but they don't happen until the 31st of, what should we call it? October. So anyway, yeah, I don't believe what that says because there's more on there, but I mean, that's how I do my listing so that I know how many I've done. So it says I've got 12 buy it nows that have gone live today. I've got 11 auctions going. It's not many, but I prefer to have more auctions ending on a Thursday rather than any night, you know, even Sunday, because I feel that sometimes when people get paid on a Friday, they're shopping on Thursday, and these people aren't necessarily shopping on Sunday night. So I do kind of go with that. Anyway, it is late and I need to have some food, even though I did have some food earlier. I may well just crack on with this because, I mean, it's like I say, it's 4 dresses. But I did go to Tesco, absolutely useless. They did have buns, so I didn't get the chocolate ones, but I did get them, so they are reduced. Sorry, there's like every time I move, lemon bits fall out, just because I crammed it in my bag. So yeah, it's still expensive at £1.16, was £1.90. I have had these before, so that's my treat. This is no good having all this on here. God, there was another t-shirt as well in that pile that I didn't want to do because it was that mint velvet one that had all the beads on it that were falling off. And weirdly enough, when I searched for it, so it was the one with the lips on, which was on the haul video, that's been selling for like £40 because apparently people like it. So if you find it brand new with tags, I think even if it was brand new with tags though, the beads would be falling off. And although the beads are falling off, you can still see the foil, metallic foil behind it, so it doesn't ruin the print. But I've stuck that on auction to see where it goes. Totally declared the floor with it, and I've put it in. There's one there that you'll see. No, you can just about see it because it's near the lime one. Yeah, I've put it in a plastic bag because I'm sick of the beads falling everywhere. So I've slung that on auction because it's annoying me, and I nearly didn't do that because it was mugging me off. But you know, who knows? In light of the fact that others have sold for 40, I may well even get more than I thought for it. But there you go. So this video is too long, so it's going up now. Like and subscribe. Like the t-shirt said that I did have on before I sweated. I don't know. And then I think one of the other reasons why it's taken me so long to do anything, I mean, I can't complain at that because that's 20 listings that I've done today. But I keep stopping because the pigeons keep appearing, and they do keep landing on the main part of the balcony and walking around. So that's why there's shit on the bloody mat out there. It's really hacking me off. So I have to keep going out there and blasting them with the water pistol, because I do believe it's the only way I can deter them. So when I'm here, I've got to blast them with a water pistol. It sounds so ridiculous, but they're still persevering, but not as much. Anyway, that's my life, and I have made myself a new Instagram account. Emailed Instagram again saying, what the fuck are you going to do about my old one? The way I feel now, I just kind of want the old one disabling in a way, but it doesn't seem like anything's happened with it. So I might just like leave it with the email and see if I can get it back. But then you just think, well, how compromised am I? For anybody who might be wondering, if I hadn't mentioned it, I did have two-step authentication on there. It just didn't work, you know. So it just makes me wonder how good these hackers are and how far they can go with anything if they can bypass two-step authentication, you know. And there's four things. The username, the password, the Facebook account, the email address, and the phone number, all of which have been compromised on that account. So anyway, I've made myself another Instagram account because I want to keep in contact with certain people, and there's things that I don't want to miss. However, I'm fully aware of how much time it has zapped from my day, and I've been quite productive. The 2 days that I've had off this week, I've been quite productive because I haven't had Instagram in my way. And additionally, on that Monday, my phone battery didn't deplete as much as it usually does, so that says a lot about Instagram. Anyway, this video is too long. I'm going to put this onto YouTube now. So thank you for watching. I will see you again anon. Thank you. Goodbye.